IOS token, abbreviated IOST. IOS stands for Internet of Services. A low price of 1 cent, a high price of 13 cents, currently trading about 4 cents. Ranked number 74. Total supply 21 billion. Circulating supply 7 billion. Exchanges Binance, Huobi, OKX, KuCoin, and Big One. According to the website, iOS, with its huge transactions per second, scalable and secure blockchain, and privacy protection, provide infinite possibilities for online service providers to serve their customer base. So the same thing every other new blockchain coming out is saying. They have an innovative, efficient, distributed sharding system for scalability. Also have a bias-resistant distributed randomness to make their network unbiased, and a proof of believability mechanism instead of your standard proof of work or proof of stake, where the believability of a node is calculated based on contribution and behavior. So some of these nodes that are deemed more believable through whatever algorithm they're using, they won't have to do as much to validate transactions, which will speed up the entire network, speed up the transaction times, and hopefully get unbelievable transactions per second. That's basically what they're going for, which is pretty exciting. So basically, you have the Internet of Things, which is basically anything you can do over the internet, like controlling your thermostat from your phone while you're at work, or your security cameras, or your crock pot, basically, anything at garage door, just any of those things. And what the Internet of Services is just an attempt to try to provide service to those things when they break or when they fix or when they have bugs, to just be a system to fix that. The team. One co-founder of the team has a master's in distributed systems from Princeton. Another co-founder who was magna cum laude at Emory University in computer science. You have another co-founder who was magna cum laude in computer science from Tufts University. Also a PhD guy in computer science from Cornell. A summa cum laude guy from Harvard. And on and on and on, with an excellent mix of U.S. and Chinese experience. So one of the strongest teams I've ever seen on a crypto project, at least education-wise. Social-wise, their Twitter is staying up to date with good information. Their Telegram has 52,000 people on it, and they've been posting on Medium somewhat regularly. What people like about it? The low market cap right now, so room for growth. The timing of the IOST hitting the market exchanges coincided with a huge dip in the overall market, a week ago. So what you're getting is super low buying costs right now. It was a little bit cheaper a few days ago, but it's still really cheap. So you're getting super low buying costs. People also like the possibility of 100,000 transactions per second, which would definitely entice big time companies, especially in the ad realm, in the advertising realm, to use on their chain. It was weird to see that I didn't see anybody who posted, kind of these hype threads for this. Nobody mentioned the team, which I thought was weird because that seems like their strongest attribute right now. What people are concerned about: a project late to the party and may not be able to get enough business because they're playing catch up. Something I was personally concerned with is it seems to be a lack of hype, a lack of marketing. Not really hearing much of anything about it except for a few YouTube videos and kind of a lower than normal amount on Reddit and Steemit. But there was a Yahoo article done February 6th which talked about iOS. There was no real solid information on it. It was basically just your typical hype thing, so at least they have a little bit of marketing going. Yesterday, February 7th, for reference, iOS put out a Medium article with news of adding a new advisor, another PhD, who was the chief blockchain scientist at Huawei, Huawei, which is a big Chinese corporation. Also mentioned they are setting up an office in Tokyo and hiring some people there, and are now being listed on Robinhood. So in conclusion, I can see why the price is still so low because the total supply is at 21 billion. And they are kind of a later project to come out promising the exact same things as every other one, except, they have their own gimmicky sounding new tech, such as their proof of believability. However, on the other hand, 21 billion isn't an insurmountable total supply when you factor in, Ripple has 100 billion instead of 21 billion, and a lot of people made a lot of money when it hit 350. So if this can get anywhere near that, it would be huge gains. Also, this team, hopefully my wife isn't watching this one. This team is kind of giving me a huge crypto boner, just how much education they have. And I understand education doesn't mean everything. I mean, you have a lot of Bill Gates out there who dropped out or whatever, but I think just as a foundation of a project, having this much education with people, having to immerse themselves for, to get this type of education, is to me very promising, especially when you combine that with a possibility of 100,000 transactions per second, a possible feeless system. I just see a lot of possibility here when you combine that with 4 cents a token. I'm going to have to give this one an A-. So let me know how you guys disagree with me or what I got wrong, or any extra information would be greatly appreciated. As always, good luck out there.